Hello, welcome to another episode of Knitting Up North with Jen and Karina. I'm Jen.
I'm Karina.
And today we are on episode number six already, and it is June 12th, and we have had an eventful couple of weeks full of fun. We have FOs, whips, all kinds of things, crochet, knitting, spinning, a whole bunch of stuff for you today. But you can find me on Instagram at Jen Loves Yarn. We are from northern Minnesota, just a couple of friends who like hanging out, sharing our makes with all of you. And what about you?
Yep, you can find me on Instagram as Karina is Crafty.
And we can both be found as Knitting Up North with Jen and Karina.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a couple of administrative things to go over today. We have been having a blast. We had so much fun with you guys in the comments. And I know we say that every time, but I think what's different this time, and I don't know if you're feeling this too, but we're starting to recognize your handle, right? The people that interact with us regularly, we're starting to go, oh yeah, that's so-and-so, she has a grandbaby. And we're starting to put things together. So it's fun enough that we're 6 in and can start to identify with you as people and not like handles on YouTube. So it's kind of fun. Are you noticing the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get in. We just have a few updates today. So do you have the Charlie Pup?
Yep.
Sweet. So Fiber Genie, sorry, not Fiber Genie, the Fiber Genie, sent us a giveaway on episode 5. We opened it. This is the one you're knitting in the sock, right?
Yes.
Oh, and it knit up is so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Anyway, so we're doing a giveaway. Thank you, the Fiber Genie. It's our friend Jeannie of the Fiber Genie. Go check her out. Her link will be in the show notes below. She has all kinds of crazy, good, fun, creative stuff. You're gonna see she's gonna reappear in the community service portion today as well. So we have chosen a winner, and without further ado, the winner of Charlie's Cake Pop is Bernadette G. T535, and we'll put that on the screen for you. So Bernadette G, get a hold of us at knittingupnorth, Jen and Karina at gmail.com, and don't worry about rewinding that. It's in the show notes below. But shoot us an email with your address and we will get this out to you. So congratulations, Bernadette. All right, Splash into Advent. So Splash and Advent, you want to talk a little bit about what it is, and then I'll talk about the dates and all the logistics?
Yeah, it's we decided to do a knit along with everyone where the idea is to use up your past Advents, your minis or whatever, or even a cast on that you did like at Christmas, whatever. And you want to get it finished before you get this year's Advents. So we're trying to get those stuff off the needles. So it doesn't matter if you've already have them on needles or you're just starting fresh and you're just using up the minis that you didn't from your Advents that you hadn't even done yet, which I have a whole set. And yeah, that's what it is. It's a knit along where we use up our Advents.
And next episode, we're going to bring our unfinished Advents, like our whip Advents, and we're going to show you what our goal is to get done during the knit along. So the knit along will take place. It's going to kick off June 29th, and our goal is that will be the next podcast record date, but who knows, life happens. So June 29th is when it starts, and we will run this through August the 24th. And again, to Karina's point, the goal is to get things off the needles. So we'll be choosing FO winners, so finished object pictures with the hashtag Splash into Advent knit along. That's a lie. Splash into Advent 2024. So we'll be looking for that hashtag. We'll be hashtagging our own and playing right along with everybody. So love to see your FOs, and we'll draw winners on August 24th.
I'm really excited for this.
I am too.
I keep looking at them going, oh, it's going to be soon.
I know.
To do it soon.
And both of the projects that I have waning from Advent, like, I'm in love with them.
I know,
They're super fun. I'm like, why are they sitting there?
Because we keep casting on the other stuff.
I know. So is what it is, right? Now let me ask you, we have one Advent that we bought together.
Yep.
Was it Arkansas?
Yep.
Arkansas Yarn Co. Are we casting that one on and finishing, or are we just finishing?
I think I'm just gonna try to finish. I really
hoping you would say that.
I know I had this whole idea that I would yeah, that I would cast that on the project that I was thinking of doing with those. And I'm just going to try to finish the 2 that are already on needles.
I love that because that is realistic. Throwing another one in the mix is not. So we'll probably do it. All right. So we got a lot of questions in the comments below and even over on Instagram about what is this retreat that you keep talking about, the Up North Fiber Retreat. So Karina, myself, our friend Angie, owner of Pearls and Pines, or dyer behind Pearls and Pines, owner of the Yarn Cabin here in Bemidji. The 3 of us have started a Up North Fiber Retreat, and it is going to have its first annual retreat in January of 2025. And I'm going to get my notes because I don't want to leave anything out, but the dates are January 17th through 19th. 2025. It is going to be at Kohl's Resort in Bemidji, Minnesota. So for those of you who are like, pictures, we want pictures of Bemidji, and you want to experience Bemidji, you know, probably your hope is not to do that in the dead of winter, but we're super busy in the summer all the time.
Bemidji shines in winter too.
It does.
I mean, it really does. I've had people say, what do you do? Well, there's lots. Sometimes I feel like almost more activities in winter. It's just, you've got the snowmobilers, you've got the ice fishing, the cross-country skiing, the sled dogs. There's people who do that here. There's
plenty. Ice skating,
hockey.
The
hockey, and they'll do it sometime, or well, in January, they have the thing on the lake. There's like a little tournament on the lake.
Fishing tournaments. I mean, there's all kinds of things to do in the winter. So we're going to open up this retreat to a small number of people who can register for this cozy, like intimate retreat. Our goal is to create an environment that where you can just slip away from your huge and hang out with knitters, spinners, crocheters. We have solidified contracts with 3 instructors and we're super excited about because they are awesome. So one of those is our friend Cori from Irocknits. And what is she going to bring to you? We don't know, because those of you who register are going to get a say in that. Cori does so many amazing workshops and classes all across the country, and she has agreed to let us pull you that register for the class you want to do. So we'll put some options out there once we have closed registrations and see what you guys are interested in. So, but it'll be fabulous. And you can go to her website, Irocknits, to see what classes that she offers. There's a lot of fun and informative. She's just such a wealth of knowledge, and we're so lucky we get to have her knowledge at the retreat. And so we're super excited about her. Our friend Sam of Lavender Lune is going to be there. And for those of you, so first of all, if you've never knit with Lavender Lune, go buy you some. It's good stuff. She has wonderful bases. She raises the wool on her farm. She works with a mill to get it spun up just right. She has awesome bases. She tries new things. And if that weren't enough, she's an amazing dyer. So she does fiber clubs, monthly fiber clubs. I think it's actually a quarterly fiber club, but just truly amazing. So she is going to come talk to us about, I mean, I don't know what we're calling the segment yet. I'm going to call it sheep to needles, right? That whole process from raising to making. And so we are super excited to have her. Plus she's just a ton of fun. And then we are also going to have another local, those ladies are from Minnesota, but Shannon is local to Bemidji. Shannon Lucas-Westrum of the Wildflower Cottage. I don't even know how to describe Shannon. She is so incredibly talented. She works with a lot of the art galleries and regional facility. Like she does regional classes on things like broom, like make your own whisk broom.
Which I've done that.
Have you?
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah, I bet.
I did like Halloween colors, so it's in my Halloween decor. I bring it out during fall.
I love it. She does basket weaving, jewelry making. I mean, candles. Oh, I love her candles. They're so
I got
good.
a little stockpile of those too.
I know, me too.
And I bought a bunch of them and gave them away as Christmas presents to the kiddos. Everybody loved them.
Yeah, she's really good. Anyway, she's going to join us, and she will be instructing us. Her and her husband, Jesse, will be instructing us through basket making. We're going to make an antler handle basket. We'll put a picture in so that folks can see the antler handle basket. But yeah, so those are the 3 instructors we are bringing to further enhance our knowledge of the fiber arts and basket weaving. I never thought I would basket weave, but I have been dying to take one of her classes for a long time. So with that, those are the folks that will be with us. We also plan to do a market. We've invited some local dyers, notion makers, bag makers to set up shop for us, so we'll be able to shop. We're going to have happy hour and knitting, like open knitting and market. We'll be opening that up to all of the registrants, of course, but also to locals in the area to bring more traffic in so that we can all knit together and commune after all of the classes and days of events unfold. So what did I miss that you would add?
No, I'm just looking forward to the camaraderie and the knitting by the fire and the laughs and the sharing of the projects.
Yeah. We really hope you'll join us. It is going to be a blast. Again, we anticipate that this will grow over time, get bigger, more frequent. Who knows? I mean, who knows where this journey will take us, but we're super excited about the first one, and to make sure that we give everybody their money's worth and create the very best possible experience that we can. We're keeping it small and intimate so that you have a chance to get registered. Do go out and follow us, Up North Fiber Retreat, on both Instagram and Facebook, and or whatever your preference, or both. And we'll be posting information as it becomes available. So we've gotten a question a lot, like, when do we think registration is going to go live? We are working on it. We are very, very close. We want to make sure that we can accommodate things like, we've gotten questions like, can we make payments, right? Like, can you pay half now and half later? Will you have a wait list? What if we miss out and we really want to go? Like, will there be a wait list? So we're working on those few details just to make sure we get it all right before we open it up. But I would say that, over the next couple of months, we'll see registration go live. So, and if you're in the Bemidji area or Minnesota area and you would like to sponsor the event, we are looking for sponsors as well. So reach out to us at the Up North Fiber Retreat at gmail.com. And we will be happy to talk to you about what you get for your sponsorship. All right, that's enough admin-y stuff. Like, I'm over it. That was a lot, but it was necessary. Bernadette, reach out to us for your prize. And Karina, what are you wearing?
Talked about this one for a while, haven't I?
Yeah,
I finally finished my Sask.
You did. It's so beautiful.
And my bunnies, and I'm very happy. It's been very humid here. So I blocked last night, and usually if I block in the evening, by the morning, my things are dry. This was not. But lucky for us, the sun is out. And so Sasky went outside for a couple hours in the sun. And because it is very hot outside, well, it's hot for what we've been used to. It's like 80. I told Jen I'd crank the AC. And it's cold in the house. And so putting on the warm sweater from the sun, that felt very good. But I will admit, I'm a little toasty right now.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go to dinner after this. We're recording, not on a weekend, but after work. And so we mustered it up, put these on, and it was 92 degrees on my vehicle when I drove. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I cranked that AC up and brought a t-shirt for going to dinner later.
Right, yes, for sure. I will be putting my tank top back on.
I love it. It's so pretty. And we'll put a picture in, or we already have, but I just love the detail around your arms. And the same thing happens on the waist. That was I love that contrast. It's so pretty.
So I like my cuffs like this. So I didn't follow the pattern here. And I like it tight to my wrist. So I did these on size 1 needles. I went all the way down to a size 1. 2.25, I think it is, or 2.5.
No wonder. I was like, you only have the cuff left, so it's taking
Oh,
so
it
long.
took forever.
A one? Yeah, no wonder.
Yes, that was just this tiny knitting for hours just to get a cuff done. Yeah.
Oh my.
But it's worth it because I put it on and I was like, yes. That's how it felt.
I know, because it is so pretty. It looks good. And I also really love all of the ribbing as a twisted rib. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm very happy.
I love a twisted rib.
Me too.
All right, so I also have an FO and what I'm wearing. So this is my Doppio, and it is, I would say, one of the most comfy, but like it's such a good fitting sweater. So a couple of things about the pattern. So this is, I showed last time, this is 3 different strands held together. So Cashmere Coconuts is a Minnesota dyer. You can check out some of their yarn, obviously, at their website, but go check out the Yarn Cabin. She is a stockist for Cashmere and Coconuts. And I held their MCN Sock Base. I had 2. One, it was amber, Dragonfly and amber. That's where like the gold comes in. And the other one is blue sapphire. So I held those together. And then I don't know if you can see the halo, but the mohair it has been in my stash forever. And it was a collab between 3 Irish girls, which is another Minnesota dyer, and Stephen West. I said Stephen West, I meant Stephen B. Stephen B. So they had a collab, and it was Stephen B's yarn. And it's called, I love the name of this one. It's this just beautiful blue mohair, kid mohair. And it's, the colorway is, if I were kidding, I would have said you're witty and handsome, which totally sounds like a Stephen B kind of thing. So I don't know that that's available anymore. Like I said, it's deep stash. But this was my back-of-van purchase from Angie when we were out and about, and she hadn't even opened the Yarn Cabin yet, and I absolutely love it. So the Doppio sweater, go check it out. I actually, it's super cropped, but this is not, and I followed the instructions to a T, because I was like, if it's a little croppy, that's fine. It has a folded neck. I did not do that, and I didn't do that because I could see this being something I will wear in the winter on business, you know, like with a white button down collared shirt sticking out. You know, the sleeves are a little longer than I like, but I also thought, you know, I can kind of roll them up and put my cuff back.
Oh yeah.
So and yeah, I love it. So we will have put a picture in, but here's what I'm going to say to you about this. Play with your stash, play with yarn. If you see things that you're like, oh, I like this color and this color, play with them. Do a swatch, see what happens. I put these together and I just thought, well, I don't know what's going to happen here, but I absolutely love.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
I love it.
The way it almost looks, it's got like a little bit of a stripey effect there.
The
pooling, it's really cool.
Super fun. So yeah, so that's what we're wearing. It's been a little over 3 weeks. Lady, what have you been up to?
Boy, oh boy. Well, we were having a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. It was like just amazing after amazing. My husband is surprising me with the most amazing birthday present early, so didn't even see it coming. And I, was having a lot of fun with that. We went out and we were celebrating just good times. Went and did 90s trivia. Loved that, 90s.
You guys are trivia people that throw in the 90s.
Right.
And it's your jam,
so
sure.
we went with my husband's sister and my husband's best friend and had a wonderful night and went to bed. And that was last Friday. And in the very, bird chirping early of the morning when the little birdies start making their noise, my husband got up to use, and the facilities. And TMI, sorry.
They like TMI.
I know.
Told us that last time.
And the poor man slipped on some clothing that was on the floor in our bathroom and went splat right on his back and knocked the wind out of himself really bad. And he managed to, get himself back in bed in the drowsiness of it all and went to sleep. But when he woke up, he could barely move. And so it took a while to get him to the ER, but he was in the most pain I have ever seen him. And while we were in the ER, we asked them to check this other funny thing that had been going on the back of his thigh. And he noticed it in April when he was swimming. He had like this ball in there. Well, the ER doctor ended up being really interested in that. And they did an ultrasound. And then they did a CT. And then they did an MRI. And then it's, 5:30 in the evening, and they're discharging us with the ER doctor said that he suspected it was a sarcoma, a myosarcoma, malignant, and told us that. But there might be a slight chance it's an old injury that's doing this funny thing that'll happen, and it's this old injury. And we're both racking our brains thinking, like, when did he injure it? We just talked about it so much, but we were terrified, scared. Him falling and hurting his back was why we didn't podcast on Saturday like we planned. But then I was in no way I could have podcast. I couldn't even couldn't think about anything but that. And so Monday, we had to go all day Sunday thinking like the worst is happening. And then Monday, in the afternoon, we got the phone call that our health, Sanford here, the hospital system that we have, had gotten him to see a specialist in Fargo, which is 2.5 hours away. So the next day we drove 2.5 hours, saw the specialist, sat down with him, and he asks questions, he examines Micah, and this whole time you're on the edge, right? You're like, oh, what is he gonna say? Well, he's like, I've examined your scans, all this. The anticipation, I was shaking. I was so scared and shaken. The whole time my husband was wonderful. He was
cool as a cucumber.
He was
That's
wonderful.
Him,
he kept telling me, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. He's telling our kids, Daddy's going to be okay. And so then the doctor turns and looks at us and he says, yeah, I believe this is benign. This is an old injury. It's not a sarcoma. He's like, and then he explained why he thought that, and he got a radiologist in on it to explain it to us too, because we were still like, but that is not what the first doctor said. And they both are top specialists, and they both said it's not, this is what this is. And it's just he injured himself at some point in the last couple months, and that injury is now calcifying. It's creating a shell over it, and it's causing him a pain, and he can feel it. And but yeah, it's annoying egg he's making. It's like shaped like an egg. He's like, oh, it's so weird, my body's making an egg. But and then when this happens to a human, after time, the body then reabsorbs it all, reabsorbs the calcium.
Our bodies are amazing.
So weird. He just is like,
yeah,
this is so weird. But talk about relieved. So the drive home, the 2.5 hour drive home was way different than the drive to Fargo.
100%.
And a lot of phone calls and a lot of happy people. So yeah, that was my ordeal. And so then I said to Jen, let's podcast now because
now we're happy.
Life is normal again.
Yeah,
that's what I was up to.
Yeah, that was a lot. Karina and I, as you can imagine, we're very close outside of this podcast. So it was very emotional. It was very hard. I got the call. So what have I been up to? This week, I was thankful it rained, so I didn't have to water my garden. I am so busy, like I can't even deal.
Thank goodness it did rain, because I spent like a whole day away from home, and if thank goodness it rained.
I know. So anyway, I got the phone call when I was in southern Minnesota at a trap shooting tournament, state trap shooting tournament. So Hunter, my stepson, he did so good. Mm-hmm. That kid is so collected and calm. I remember any competition I ever did in high school, like I was a ball of mess, like just nervous and freaking out. And he's just like everything in stride all the time. But he did incredibly well. It was a super long day for everybody involved. But his first round, they shoot. So for those of you who don't know what trap shooting is, so it's like skeet shooting, the clay pigeons. And it's a sport at our high schools here. So I know that's foreign, right? Because when we didn't do that kind of thing in the South. Like where I grew up at school, like it just wasn't a sport that you could sign up for. So, but they do 50 pigeons the first round, 50 the second, so 100 on the day. The first round he shot 40 out of 50, and the second round 42 out of 50. So he did 82 out of 100 on the day. And we keep checking the stats, like, because this was state, like everybody goes who wants to shoot, and then they dwindle, you know, the best of the best go to another thing, and then the best of the best go to another thing. So we keep checking the stats to see how the others are doing over the course of the week and how he's measuring up. But yeah, so super fun. And then I think I talked last time, today's Wednesday. Yeah. Monday, I went to Minneapolis, down to the cities on business. That was, you know, we are 3.5 hours, 4 hours away, depending on where you're going in the cities. And so,
how fast you're driving?
And how fast you're driving. I should have had you driving in your new birthday present.
Oh.
Then we would have been there and back quick.
We would have, or if we hadn't got caught.
Pulled over.
Because it's a caught magnet for sure, yeah.
I love it. So I went down and back same day. That was 8 hours. And I was joking with my husband. I'm like, I spent more time driving to and from than I did in meetings, but it was so wonderful to see in person all of the people that I work with on a regular basis. I work remote from northern Minnesota, so it was very fun to see them. And we had all of our HR, not all, but most of our HR leadership team out, so it was fun to see them. And just getting everybody in one place doesn't happen very often. So that was in a company as large as ours. So that was really wonderful. And then my husband has opened his own business. He did that, opened, I'm going to say it was the end of May. And so he's been very busy. He's finding his new normal and what that looks and feels like to him and what it means to our family. And he is wildly busy. So it's very, very good. But yeah, other than that, that's what we've been up to. And yeah, we're going to, from now on, because life, we're going to say like, we're going to podcast every 3 weeks ish. But we do have it planned, and we have lots of company up for the summer, and you've got a wedding coming up. We've got a lot of things going up, and we have planned around this. So to the extent that life doesn't involve itself in our plans,
I know.
we'll be fairly regular.
Yeah.
Should we do a couple of questions? We did a call for questions on Instagram. We got a couple. So we'll just shoot off the fly here. But Tina Cecil 5080, I should say at Tina Cecil 5080. This was a question she posed to us on Instagram. And the question is, I'm a beginner knitter. Can you recommend some simple tee patterns? And I don't know if you have any. I did some research. I didn't do some research. I have knit a couple that I think would be great beginner patterns. But one of them, and the links will be down below in the show notes as usual, but one is the Tolsta Tee by Rebecca Clow. Go look it up. When you look it up, you're going to see it's striped. The black sheet, there's lots of versions in projects, but her initial prototype for the design is a black and white striped. If you don't want to immerse yourself in color work because that doesn't sound beginnerish to you, you don't want to mess around with changing yarns, it's just a really nicely constructed tee. You could do it all in one color. You could do many more colors of stripes. You can play with it however you wish, but the fundamentals of the construction, pretty easy. Top down, you can try it on, kind of a raglan type thing. Another one that I really like is the Rocket Tee by Tanis Lavalli. And you might remember, Karina, that was the one that Vicky had on in the Wild Rice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that pretty?
Yes, I love that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's another pretty simple tee that I think you could, try your hand at. And if you have questions, there's lots for both of those. There's lots of project pages out there. So if you get stuck on something or you have a question about something, usually you can find that in the other projects that people have done. But go check them both out and see all the various different versions of these things. I mean, stripes and color blocking and just so many different things people have done with these tees. I know Vicky on hers, she was telling us at Knit Night that she modified hers and did like a I-cord bind off on the rocket tee. She did her, it a little bit longer, her sleeves differently. So again, we talked last episode about, know what you like and start to implement that in your knits and use the patterns that you pay for or not. They might be free, but use those as a guide, right? So the next question we got was from our friend Jessica Shimpa. Jessica lives even further north. So we're up north, but she's a little further north. She's up in your former neck of the woods, right?
A little further, even more than that. Yeah.
Really? Okay. So Jessica won our giveaway last podcast, I think it was. But yeah, her question, she's a new sock knitter, which I love new sock knitters because
she's doing so good.
She is. She's doing awesome. And I love knitting socks. So when I see other people learning how to knit socks, makes me super happy.
Oh, I was so intimidated with when I first started knitting socks. I remember sitting there watching one video over and over and good job, Jessica.
Yes, you are doing awesome.
Yep.
She's at the point now where she's made a couple of pairs. I think completed one vanilla sock and has another one on the needles. I might be behind a little bit, but she was like, so what's the next step for, somebody that wants to do their next sock pattern? Like the next level you would suggest to a beginner. So there are so many. I wasn't quite sure if you wanted to look at, if you were interested in lace work or patterning of any sort, but I think that there are two patterns that you should play around with, and they're especially appropriate for the summer. One I know you've knit too, and that is the Rose City roller socks.
I've knit a bunch of those.
A bunch of those. And isn't it a free pattern? I feel like it's free, or it used to be.
I don't remember that, but I know I have it. I even have it on my phone. I keep it in my phone because I'll still refer to it sometimes on techniques, actually. So,
yeah, it's a really good pattern.
Like how to my heel flap and stuff. That's like my favorite. I don't know, I haven't used a lot of others, so yeah, it's the one I refer to all the time. So it's a handy pattern. I suggest it to anyone.
Yeah, it's by Meara Briner, Rose City Roller Socks. And it's really got just a fun, they're shorties, and it's got just a fun rolled, you don't do any ribbing, you just start by knitting. So the cuff, I don't know, there's no ribbing.
If you don't want to sit there and knit the, purl 1, knit 1, or purl 2, or, knit 2, purl 2, or whatever, you don't want to make a cuff like that, this is perfect. If you want to be knitting a sock, but you don't want to take that extra time to do that, which is the reason why I knit so many of them. Because I went through a phase where I didn't want to do ribbing. I don't mind it now, but there was this time where I was like, so I loved those because you just cast on and you straight on knit. Just knit, 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 knit.
And I love them because if I'm wearing a shorty, I don't want it hugging my ankle. Like I almost prefer them coming a little bit lower. Heidi and Lana, Margaret of Heidi and Lana has a journey sock that is like the what do they call those socks? No peak? The really like the ones that you would wear so they can't be seen. Show. No show, thank you. No peak. I just make stuff up. But she has a great pattern too, but man, you can knock out those socks in no time flat. So that's one I would recommend. And then the other one, if you want to just have fun with changing your colors, color blocking, doing a different cuff, a different, heel, a different foot, a different toe, all in different colors, check out the Shorty Sock Set by Summer Lee. She has shorties, she has mid-calf, she has, and this is all the same pattern that you can modify the pieces and parts of. So I feel like you get a lot of bang for your buck on that one. And she has one that has like, it's a little shorty with a little pom-pom on the back. So it's a super fun pattern set that I think would be a fun next step, just to color block, change up the toes and the heels. So cool. Well, thank you for the questions. You told us that you loved the Q&A segment, so we'll continue to call for questions and answers. We've also been asked, we didn't have time with all the goings on that Karina just shared. We didn't really have time to sort of get our list together, but we've been asked what podcasts we like to watch. So we'll bring that to you in an upcoming episode. We have some similar that we like, and then we have some different. So the last FO that we will share before we move into whips is...
Well, yeah, because we talked about what we're wearing. So these are also part of our finished objects.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we just finished these, and then we have Cold Sunlight. So Cold Sunlight is a pattern by Melanie Berg, and this is the sweater that Karina, it's one.
I'm knitting
it's one
it
of
too,
the sweaters for Rhinebeck.
Right.
So
She finished.
I did finish because I got a bee in my bonnet, and I ordered some yarn from Amanda, a sweet skein of mine, and there will be a cardigan jumping on my needles like probably tonight, if I'm being honest. So, but we play games with ourselves, right? So I promised myself, like, get this one and this one, get these 2 sweaters done, and then I've got other things going on, which we'll see in a bit, and then I would feel better about. So, because sometimes when we create chaos in the making, it's not relaxing to me. I mean, I have some friends who have tons more whips than I do, and I have a lot, don't get me wrong, but I reach a point of active whips where I just can't. So I got these 2 done, but this is in Bad Sheep yarn. Karina and we did this on kind of a whim, honestly. Like, we met up to go shopping in Walker one day, and she showed me the pattern. She's like, I think this should be one of our Rhinebeck. And I was like, yeah, I love it. It's beautiful. And we picked yarn right there from Bad Sheep, and
yours is gorgeous.
Got it. And
it's so
got
gorgeous. Going. That's the next sweater. I'm gonna pick it back up. I'm gonna finish.
It's really fun. So
it's so beautiful.
This color here is the Honeyed Brie from Bad Sheep. The red is the Rubios, and then the dark color you're seeing along the top is called Bon Bon. But just really great construction. It fits incredibly well. Yeah, I love it. I would recommend this pattern. The pattern was easy to follow. I like a drop shoulder. I can't say I've done a drop shoulder in a while, but it's like you get the drop shoulder done. Now, so we've been asked, like, can you explain more about the process when you knit, what you like, don't like, that type of thing? I enjoyed this entire knit. And if we laid the pattern over mine, there's tons of mistakes. I didn't go back and fix them. It's so pixelated looking. I was like, whatever. I can back it out. Nobody's even gonna know. So why spend the time? I did get to about the bust line, like under the arms where I started right before I joined the sleeves. I did lay it flat and steam it out because I wanted to know where it was gonna hit. Because this is all twisted ribbing, right? So it was kind of bunched up just like it would be before you block it. So I thought, let me block it out and see where it hits me, and then I'll know, truly how long I want the arms to be. And then I got to the arms, and there's all the color work on the arms. So I then did not go back. I didn't modify the sleeves because I didn't want to figure out, I was already too far. I was already here, and I'm like, you know what, that's fine. In the winter, I don't mind rolling my sleeves up. I do really like a bracelet length like yours, like where it hits here. So I will get back to that in my other knits. But that is super fun pattern. It's on a size 9 needle. It's worsted weight yarn. It went super quickly when I paid attention to it. But yeah, so that's one of our Rhinebeck sweaters, and I'm going to show you another Rhinebeck sweater that's going to jump on my needles when we get to dream knitting, because I am in love. All right.
I don't have any other finished objects.
Yeah, I have this and that. That's it. I
was dedicated to this, getting it finished, and then there was just a couple days I didn't feel like knitting.
Can we just
that happens sometimes?
It does, 100%. I mean, you have a lot going on. You have had. So this is the first episode I don't have a sock on.
Weird. I have socks.
Okay.
But they're always vanilla because that's my favorite. I might get adventurous and do a pattern one at some point.
You might. In case you are wondering, my earrings are, I love them. They're so cute. Some people think they're yarn. They're actually, it's macrame.
Oh yeah.
Thread, like taken apart. So I got these from another local maker, Nikki from Macrame on the Bay, if you want to look up her site. But yeah, they're super fun. I really enjoy them. All right, let's talk about what we're working on. What are we making? Whips. How many whips do you have this time?
What did I say? I think I did 3.
You have 3?
Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
Me go first.
Do it.
We talked about the Fiber Genie, and Cake Pop. So I caked up the cake pop.
That's Cake Pop, not Charlie's. Those are different?
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Nope.
It's
Charlie's
Cake Pop.
cake pop.
Oh, it is. Okay, that's where I was going wrong.
Oh gosh, I thought I was.
No, it's me, not
this
you.
one. This one.
Charlie's Cake Pop.
So that, yeah, go get yourself one because it's amazing.
Yes.
Yep. And then this is the mini that you got with it.
Is that also the one you just ordered a sweater quantity of?
So I loved that so much. I asked her to dye me up a sweater quantity.
Wait till you see this all knit up. It's amazing. Is it DK?
Yep. With the afterthought heel. Oh, we didn't put it on. We didn't put it on my little.
And I didn't bring any sock
Mine
blockers.
are right there.
Oh, okay. Want me to do it for you?
Is that one the normal one or the big one? Oh yeah, it's the normal one.
I think it's.
So I have men's size and yeah, I didn't even think of this. See, where's my brain? Still not recovered.
It's in recovery. I know. I was just
from the trauma.
It's in recovery.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is a lot. Do you guys see the Fiber Genie? Her magic.
So yeah,
See
get yourself some. It's a lot of fun. I really love it. Totally fitting with that whole crazy sock lady 90s kind of those neons. Remember when the neons were so neons, everything?
Yeah, Crazy Sock Lady has the summer sock camp going on right now. So tons of prizes. If you watch her podcast, she has tons of prizes. People are donating and chipping in. So yeah.
And this is the bag I have it in.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you make that one?
No. This is Red's Lady Creates.
Oh, Tammy.
Yes. Yeah. Beautiful bag.
It is beautiful.
It fits perfect with the sock colors. I'm like, oh yeah. So I've shoved it with me a few times and it got a little wrinkly, but
It happens.
yes. So
I love it.
That's my first whip. So I should show you how far I am on the second sock. I think I'm just about time to
Do the heel?
do the. Isn't that cute? Her little puppy. Yeah. Okay.
I love it. All right. Well, my first whip is spinning. So I follow a few people podcast wise that I really enjoy. And one of them is Young Folk Knits. So Casey of Young Folk Knits, her brand is on, like, it's amazing. I love her brand, her aesthetic, everything. Did you follow like her Me Made May? Her outfits, she's a sewist. I mean,
she's spectacular. What a talented woman.
Yeah.
Just so
I was
talented.
like, I'm going to put on a black hoodie and a mask and go raid her wardrobe because everything she
made that for
awesome.
herself. So that's
good.
That's kind of a dream of mine. I'd love to make some of my clothing. There was that point in my life where I tried to make clothing for my kids. Did like pajamas and little dresses for my youngest and stuff, but yeah, it's hard.
And there was a point where I can remember, like, I made button up with collars and 3/4 inch sleeves and all bust darts, you know, waist shaping, all the things like in a button up shirt that I sewed. If I had to sit down and make like something very basic, I would be like, And Karina and I both have the same sewing machine. And we should do, like, you know what we should do again is we should go get like in the winter sometime when we just need to get away and do something different. We should go get an Airbnb. Remember that trip when we just like...
Yeah, that was fun.
It was so fun. Bring our sewing machines and instead of quilting, maybe we should make like, I know, something
that's not so overwhelming.
like linen pants.
Yeah.
Or something. I'm serious.
I feel like a quilt to me feels overwhelming.
Yes. So anyway, Casey and also Andrea Mowry, I watch I'll Knit If I Want To. Those are two podcasts I follow. And we have Tour de Fleece coming up. I say we, I'm not participating, but people do that. So it's all about spinning. And one of the things that both of those ladies, Andrea and Casey, do is they support spindle do spinning on a supported spindle. And I've wanted to do that forever. So I bought I bought some spindles from, I'm gonna have to look here, by Viscount Wood Turning on Etsy.
Boy, that's so pretty.
So this is like you put between your legs, and this you spin, right? And so you put it between your legs and you're spinning this in the bowl and you're drafting. And you get...
So pretty. Can I show this?
Yeah.
These are so...
So this is what I'm spinning here. So this is, do you know where I got all of these? You guys look at this.
So pretty.
So this is being held in my Mabel. But all of these are all from the Fiber Genie. And I did not buy, I did not buy these. They're all things she sent me when I ordered fiber from her. Like, it's on the label, it says,
thank you for your
thank
order.
you for your order. So I have a whole bunch of these, and I was like, I am gonna spin these. And my goal, so this is the one here. My goal is to spin and ply a couple of these together with no rhyme or reason. And Casey of Young Folk Knits just came out with a party line scarf. So my goal is to just spin for one of those, because I think I can get enough to do that.
That's wonderful. I'm going to apologize just a little bit. There might be a little bit of background noise because the kids have forgotten what mom is doing. So
it's fine.
Kids.
I didn't even actually hear it, but I was talking, so.
Yeah, well, I heard it, so.
So yeah, if you have any interest in supported spindling, I'm not gonna lie, there was some cuss words in the mix, and I was like, one time I had this between my legs, and I'm spinning this, and it took off. Like, I had to get out of the recliner, go get it. But if you are, just start spinning it, and just let it just start with, how do you let it go? I practiced this a lot before I even introduced any fiber in the mix. But I love it because it's just like knitting. It's something I can take with me. I'm not gonna bring my big old wheel or my electric wheel with me somewhere. So this I can take on the pontoon and just hang out and spin.
I love that.
I do too. It's so fun. And I taught myself on YouTube.
All right, you and I both have a similar whip, but per our normal behavior with each other, and when we picked projects to knit that are the same, I am way behind Jen. So maybe you should get yours out so that people can see
what it is.
Yeah, because I only have I had to rip mine out. Something didn't come together right.
Happy with the colors, right? Or something?
Well, I missed a step and didn't catch it until I couldn't fix it. When I did the second mistake, I was like, that's it, I'm frogging. And I didn't like the first yarn, so I went and looked for a different one of a similar color, but a different texture that I thought would knit up better. So this is the Time Trades. And that's hers. And this is where I am. So if you look,
it's beautiful. Is that purple or black?
It's black. It's supposed to be black or a very dark gray.
It's so pretty.
I will put in a picture, and yeah, I'm the one that does that. So when it doesn't add up right, it's my fault. But
that's smart though.
I'm
so
trying.
What she's saying is that these markers right here.
Oh yes, that's
a pattern repeat.
Yeah.
Right. So if you get to the end of the marker and you're off, you can very easily correct it over a few stitches versus getting all the way to the end and going, oh,
I always use lots of markers.
I do too.
I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. Jen's is gorgeous.
Okay, so this is in my Black Pearl Magic bag. We both have these. We bought them at Cakepalooza last year together. I love this bag because who wants to stuff their yarn in a bag where you can't see it? So I'm partial to like the peekaboo bags and all the things.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Is when you look at the pattern when we put in the picture, I tried to pick colors from my stash stove, colors that were extremely similar to what the designer used in the original one. So,
which is a very different approach than I took. Yeah. So I have a lot. I'm not going to call this scrappy, but I have a lot of yarn that has been laying around
Oh yeah, yours is
like
so...
all of these projects, right? Like I used this in my Jennifer Steingas pullover, and I used these in recent makes. And and they're almost full hanks of yarn that are just already wound. I used them previously. So mine is, these are the colors you're gonna see so far. And then I did pull 2 full hanks out. So
Yeah.
this is Arkansas Yarn Co. It's a speckled. And then this is Lavender Lune, our friend Sam. And this is also going to make its appearance. So this is what mine looks like. I'm on the last repeat of the minis. And so really the pattern is intended to use minis.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, it's so gorgeous.
Do you want to hold that side so I'm not like all up in your face? But
oh, it's so pretty.
So these are mine coming together. You can see I've just put the green on. So the green, the rest of the shawl is, or the wrap is predominantly going to be these 2. But mine is...
oh, it's so gorgeous.
I do love it, and I'm very happy that I'm using these almost full hanks of yarn from former projects to create something that I'll wear and use versus just building this stash of things.
Yeah, these are, as you get deeper into the pattern, you actually do use full, and these are the 2 that I'm using. One's So Happy Jane. Here's this
Barnyard knits. I love them.
Oh, that's pretty.
Are you? It's all fingering. Yes, it's all fingering.
And then these 2 came out of a kit I got. Pulled these 2 out because they went, and this dyer doesn't dye anymore, I don't think.
That's a cute little
yeah, I got this at some point. So yeah, I totally stashed Dove.
Your colors are very similar to the original and super beautiful.
Yeah, see, because if you this is the color that I have casted on, and this will be the next one it goes into. But that is how the pattern does something very similar in the picture of the original design. And I just fell in love with that. And I did try to change it up a little bit. That might have been my original, the colors I picked. And then I'm like, no, I want it to look like the picture. That is what I'm, that's what made me want to do it so bad. So I just tried the best I could to find the colors that go like that.
So this was dream knitting on a former episode, and Karina was like, it was Memorial Day weekend, and she's like, okay, let me know when you want to cast on. And we were kind of going in different directions. We cast on virtually, like not in person. But I love this knit. It is so fun. I can't wait to block it. It's one of those knits that I can't wait to block.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, super fun.
I have mine in bunnies again. Red's Lady. Again, Red's Lady, correct?
We should film.
Isn't that cute?
All of our Tammy bags, our Red's Lady bags. We have a lot of them.
We did that together. That was awesome.
I know, that was cool. All right, so I have no, I don't have my last. I have 2 more. You have?
That's it, I think.
Okay, I'll go.
Did I have that and the socks? What else did I put down? Whips. Oh, yours, but you know what? It's still sitting in the chair.
That's okay.
I was going to show you guys how far I got on her design. That's awesome.
Okay, so I screwed up.
Oh, no.
And it's okay. No, it's not. It's fine. It's crochet. You can rip it out. But I'm not gonna, because, so the colors, I love the colors.
It's so cute.
Okay, so this, we'll put a picture in. But it's going to be a poncho with sleeves where you can like French tuck the front. Now, I love this. Color palette is why I went, again, all from my stash. So I got all these colors. Every single yarn, it's all Goodwill by Pearl Soho in all of the different colors. So you have walking stick. This gray one is driftwood gray, mustard, and desert blue here. And I'm just gonna repeat them. Okay, so here's where my mistake is. It's not in the making, it's in the yarn choosing. So I thought that this yarn was, I I thought that this yarn was worsted, and it's sport. You can tell by looking at it, but I was choosing colors. I pulled everything out of my stash. I could have sworn, didn't check, whatever, wound it all up. And I'm like, when I got done with this piece, these squares that you seam together, I was like, gosh, if you look at the model, like hers would be down here. They're much deeper.
Oh.
But I did measure. It said it needed to be like 3.5 inches across or what have you. So long story short, or long story long, I did go ahead and I just kept it as is, and I'm just gonna make the poncho. The colors will just go on further. I'm just gonna crochet until I'm comfortable with the length, and then I will put a knitted cuff on the end. So the pattern, the crochet pattern, calls for crocheted cuff. I knit mine, or crochet neckline. I knit mine. I'll crochet the arms, the cuffs of the arm as well. But it's coming along, and I enjoy it. It's a lot of end management, but that's okay. It's worth it. So
Very cute.
yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I have one more whip. So you guys might remember the summer flirt tee I cast on with this delicious, this yarn, amazing. It's Sweetgrass by Pearl Soho. This is the color Beach Bark, and I did it in the summer flirt tee, which is a great pattern. I did not like the pairing of yarn and pattern, so I am now making the Ooh La La by the Ooh La La. Who is the Ooh La La by? Caitlin Hunter? I'll put it down below. But it is a t-shirt with this awesome lace panel. Let me see if I can just show the lace. When it opens up. So it's just gonna be, it's a t-shirt, super fun construction. I have not, I'm still knitting flat back and forth, so I haven't even joined the arms and the round yet. But feel the drape, like, or just feel the fabric. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, yes.
It is gonna be drapey and awesome. So I'm just plugging away on that too. But yeah, those are my active whips currently until I cast on that Sweet Skein of Mine cardigan.
That will become a part of an outfit.
Yes, it's so good. All right, should we go into, is that all you have? That's all the whips I have.
I'm all done.
Dream knitting?
Yes.
You go first.
Oh, I wish I had it in front of me because now I'm drawing a blank.
You want me to go first? Because I printed mine, and then you can pull up a picture.
My phone's right there.
Oh, shoot. You want my phone? Here, I'll,
No, I remember the, Halu.
oh, I know the Halu.
Yeah, it has like these little bobbles in it, and it's like a VE looking V-neck sweater with like lace with bobbles.
It's like is it a thick? Oh no, it's not a thick
I
V-neck,
can't
right?
remember the yarn used. I'll put in a picture. It's Dream Knitting. I just got the pattern like a week ago. I was like, oh, I've got to knit that. And I should know more about the details, but that is
It's
it.
a Caitlin Hunter.
Yep. Yeah, thank you.
You guys have already seen it, and we're just over here bumbling around, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's DK, or you hold like lace weight, like a mohair and fingering, and then turns into DK. So it's one of those. Yeah,
Awesome.
I'll put in a picture of it, and it's so pretty.
It is so
pretty.
I have that in my favorites. You can see.
Oh yeah.
It's already in my favorites.
I love the neck of it, so definitely will get on my needles very soon because I have lots of fingering, and I've been collecting some mohair so that I can do some DK mohair. But yeah, thank you.
Awesome. All right, my first dream knitting is the Renaissance sweater. It is gorgeous. I would just love to make it out of, I know knitting with black, but I really want to make it out of black with sort of all of the color work in the cream. You guys are seeing a picture of this, but it's beautiful color work just from here to after you split first sleeves. You even go on further. I do like the original version. There's many different versions, even just in the picture shown, but I would do it maybe a little cropped, not too cropped, like it would hit like mid buttonfly if you had. And then I do like the 3/4 sleeves, but oh, it is just beautiful. And there's so many versions out there, but I want it to be just a classic piece that really stands out. And I think like the black background with the white, not white, cream, like a cream colored. And when I say cream, I mean a tan cream, not a yellow cream, right? Like, I think that will be beautiful. So that's one of my dream knitting.
All right. The next one is Sorbet. Is that what it's? Sorbet sweater? Why didn't I write it down? By Veronica Lindbergh. I did put down who. Oh, Sorbet. Yeah. This one is bulky. It would be bulky, and it's got this. A picture will be put in. This thick collar,
it's like a
folded over in the bulky, and then this lace down here, and some lace on the sleeves. Big, like kind of an oversized bulky. But still maybe a little crop that you tuck in the front of your jeans, you know, that whole look. Yeah, that's definitely gonna go on my needles.
Do you have yarn for it, or would you?
Yeah, that's easy. I'll just hold some stuff together.
Okay.
I'll just put some fingering and couple fingering and a lace to give it that fuzzy halo, you know, and some mohair. And yeah, that'll be easy to do. I might even do like Jen said and just throw different colors in together and see what you get.
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
It's a blank canvas kind of construction. So like even though there's a little bit of lace detailing on it, it's not so much detail that if you got crazy with yarn, it would detour from it. You would still be able to see the open lace work. Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I can't wait to see what you do. Okay. This is when I was looking up dream knitting, and you know how we do, right? You're just sitting around and you're not really knitting. You're just like, okay, let me look at the Ravelry for a little bit. And I came across the Inga sweater solo, and it is by Lane Holm Samso, Le Knit, Inga Strix on Inga Strix, yeah, on webpage, and Le Knit on Ravelry. But anyways, you guys, can you even with this? Like, it is insane. I love everything about it. It's a
lot of color work, Jen.
It is, and it's 3 colors. So it's not, it's 3 colors. This is happening, and it's happening.
Loves it.
I love it. It's happening in the colors. I love the blue and the red. It kind of looks blue and red at one point and then blue and pink at another point. I don't know. But it's definitely going to be pretty, like you picked colors for time trades close to the design.
You like that.
Yeah. I like this a lot. I also like the porcelain sweater that has the blue, the stark blue and white. I don't have a picture of that, but you look it up. I think that's what I'm attracted to, but this design, I love. It will happen. I want to get it done in time for Rhinebeck. We'll see. So that's
we're gonna do sweater changes at Rhinebeck. No.
We're gonna go
half the day. We're gonna wear this sweater, and then another half. I'm just joking.
No, but we can, because the cool thing is this time we're gonna be Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Rhinebeck, or Saturday, Sunday at Rhinebeck, right? Instead of just So we can
midday sweater change.
We're going to Cake Palooza on Friday. Karina got us tickets, thankfully, because I was working. But yeah, we can. That's a good 3 or 4 sweaters.
Right. Yeah.
I hope it's not raining at Cake Palooza this time.
Yeah, that's rough when it's raining.
I don't want it to be really hot
sticky.
Either,
no, because then it's hard to wear the sweaters.
Yeah. So, all right. Shall we get into some community service?
Community service. I love that term.
We did for our community. We
do. We do a good job.
Ask our husbands.
Acquisitions. I held on to this one for you guys once again. My So Happy Jane subscription box. I didn't open it. I haven't, and it's been sitting here for a few weeks. I know she already opened hers, and she said it was awesome.
I mean, I love you guys, but just keep in mind, if anybody wants the subscription box from So Happy Jane, do go ahead and use our affiliate code up north, all caps, and you will get a discount.
Yeah. Oh.
I know this one's so good. I already know.
So pretty. It's a little card.
The inspo card.
It comes all wrapped up pretty like that. It's a beautiful sticker that I always wish I could try to keep, but I should just tell her, don't put my sticker on that paper. Oh.
I love this one.
Oh.
I know. It's so good.
Oh. All right. This one is I do DK. You can get fingering or DK. Delightful DK here. It's so squishy and so pretty. And this one's called Bloom.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, yes. Right up my alley. Here's its friend.
I love that.
Yeah.
They're both called Bloom?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, cool.
Part of the club, Bloom. All right. I don't know what's in the little bag.
Our extras are so good.
Oh, labels. So cool.
What did they say again? I forgot. It's knit with love.
Is this one of those bags, Shem? Like a market bag?
Yes, I put it in my market bag for Rhinebeck.
Good idea, because if it is raining, it'll keep your stuff.
I just like having big shopping bags for Rhinebeck.
Oh, I know. We took some big ones last year. Yeah. Awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, when we brought last year when we went, we brought those bags that vacuum.
You know, listen, we learned some things last year that we will not replicate this year. But our friend Sue did go ahead and get us bags, and those were pretty cool. The big.
Yep.
So speaking of Sue, can I tell everybody my news that I'm super excited about? You guys, I can't. So I'm gonna tell you the story as it went down. So my husband and I have invested a lot of capital lately in our business, and I was saying to him on the way home from getting the dogs groomed last week that like we need to chill off on spending for a little bit, and he knew that for the last like 9 or 12 months. Karina knows I've been looking for the perfect pairing, like the perfect yarn retreat that just gets me going, like the perfect pairing of place, people, thing you're gonna learn, like everything coming together. And we almost pulled the trigger on one, and then we didn't, and so I no sooner get done, literally within 10 minutes of telling Shane, like, we need to chill off on spending. There was Mayak, Paola, and the grocery girls are doing a retreat in Murano Island, Italy, Venice, Italy, end of April next year. So I called my husband and I was like, hey, I know what I just said, but like, you know, I've been looking for the thing. And he's like, babe, do whatever. It's fine. He's like, it's international. He's like, I'd really appreciate it if you went with somebody. And he's like, I don't care. Just go do. I was like, okay. So I called Karina. I was like, hey. And
I would love to go, but it falls, a travel day would be on my wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
So
I was like, okay. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to do it. And so I booked the trip, and I told Shane that I booked the trip. And he's like, oh, good. He's like, I'm so happy that's going to be for you. You're going to love it. He's like, who's going with you? I was like, yeah. I'm like, I'm just going to go by myself. Like, we'll meet up. It'll be all the other knitting people. It'll be fine. Like, knitters are great. Mm-hmm. And he's like, you're not going with anybody. And I was like, no. And he's like, I'm not real happy about that. He's like, you're going to have fun. It'll be fine. So I put Sue and Bonnie, our friends that, wonderful friends, mm-hmm. that we met at sweater camp, Darn It Anyway sweater camp couple of years ago. We went to Rhinebeck together. We are our trip is coming up so quick with them to Get Bent's Farm with Teresa. Listen, Teresa worked her tail off getting all of our stuff coordinated. Like, I cannot wait to spend time with her.
I'm really excited for that too.
We'll put
I'm
it
so
in the show
looking
notes.
forward to that. It happens a week after my son's wedding. There's all these wedding things going on. Wedding, you know, it'll be a great
be ready to decompress.
retreat to get, Yeah.
But go check out Teresa, Get Bent's Farm. That's Get BENTZ Farm. So go check her out. But anyways, we'll tell you all about that when it comes up. It's the first week of August. We're gonna have a blast. But we do this with Bonnie and Sue. So that's kind of our little foursome group. And I put out in our text group, our group text, I was like, hey, so I booked a thing, and you know, is anybody interested? And I already knew Karina wasn't, not that she wasn't interested, but her wedding anniversary,
yeah, I can.
I know. See, you and Micah are like it's our wedding anniversary people. Me and Shane are like I'll catch you on the flip side, babe. Like, I'm going to go do a thing and then we'll be back and we'll celebrate. But I get it. I totally get it. And I completely respect it. So I put out the text and Bonnie was like, no, you know, like whatever. And Sue was like, you know, like didn't really even actually say anything.
Right.
I don't even think she responded.
She was thinking.
So Shane and I were sitting at the cabin on Sunday morning. It was, you know, kind of rainy. We were trying to decide what we were going to do for the day. And I get this text from Bonnie and she's going. So Bonnie and I are going to Venice, Italy, the end of April next year, 2025, with Paola from Mayak. If you're interested in going, go check it out. It's a super intimate retreat. Not a lot of people. Paola is famous. So Paola from Mayak Yarns. I love Tibetan Cloud, is probably one of my most favorite yarns to knit with. She's phenomenal. We met her last year at the Woolen Affair with...
You going with Bonnie or are you going with Sue?
Why, what'd I say?
Bonnie.
No, I'm going with Sue.
Yeah.
Read my mind, people. Thank you. Yes, I'm going with Sue. Sue texted me and
but what's
like,
funny about this is because you were making a joke for a while, and now
Lord,
it is
they're
stuck
gonna
with
kill
us.
You. No.
It just sticks.
The Bonnie Sue?
Yes.
So we went to Rhinebeck and I was quite the driver. And it was bananas. We were in LaGuardia, in and out of drive. And I'm a knitter. I didn't want to drive, but I took one for the team and I drove. And everyone was like, no, you're doing great. You're doing great. And then we get to this one spot. I kind of scared everybody. Kind of scared myself too a little bit. It was pretty bad. It was really windy. And anyway, so they were just chiming in. And so I called him Bonnie Sue for a little while because I couldn't distinguish voices. Everyone was yelling at me about slowing down. And it was fair.
Just kind of
fair feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
because I fumbled it too.
They don't like it though. So if you ever meet Bonnie and Sue, it's Bonnie and Sue, not Bonnie Sue. So we may be getting some texts about this. But community service. Okay, listen. I am doing a test knit for the New Mexico Sunset Shawl. And one of the lovely ladies in my test group who I've been following on Insta for a little while is the Cozy Corner CK, the lovely Nicole. So I first saw this bag.
Yep. 90s.
Yep. Summer sock camp. I swiped one of those up. Inside is purple. I love purple. It's just so fun. Look at all the things, you guys. The slinkies, the regular, I can't. I ordered that one. And then the next day, I saw this one.
How cute.
I love it. Little sock bag. I really love these handles because I use them when I walk.
I did that on some bags too. Yeah, that's nice.
I love the inside, little polka dots. But Cozy Corner CK in the show notes below. Go check her out. She makes lovely things. And I've really enjoyed her bags. And I'm stuttering because I forgot your bag, Karina. It's my favorite with the cassette tapes.
I'm going to make more. See, my life just completely stopped.
It did. So
it went because I had all these plans and for the weekend and what I was going to do, and it just...
Screeching home.
It really did. And so I'm going to make more.
You did get street tacos, though.
Thank you for that. Jen
We ate street tacos.
Came to my rescue and spent a good portion of the day while Micah was getting all those tests, and he had to be sedated because he's claustrophobic. And so then he was just in, you know, and I was scared. So Jen came and brought me some food and made me laugh and comforted me. And
we just sat in my car in the parking lot with the sunroof open, getting fried.
It was
and just sitting there eating, hanging out. It was good.
So glad that you came and did that. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, so you're up.
I'm up. So
ooh, that
this
bag.
is from, and I'm gonna insert the video of my trip. So 2 weeks ago, my husband took me on one of his business trips to visit one of his company's plants in Andrews, North Carolina. And it was my first time getting to go with him to the plant. And it was beautiful, such a beautiful, beautiful area. We flew into Atlanta and drove from there. It's about a 3-hour drive to get there. It was a beautiful drive into the mountains. And when he was done with his meetings and stuff, we had one day to do whatever we wanted. And we drove through a pass of the mountains to this little town. Like it could be in a movie. If it's not in a movie, it should be. Oh gosh, I would be so surprised. Because Franklin, North Carolina, and now I can't. They have the yarn shop there. Has a long name, but I put it in here.
Silver threads and golden needles.
Yep, silver threads and golden needles in Franklin, North Carolina. And Franklin, North Carolina, really has an interesting history. So if you want to go look that up, it's such a beautiful place. But I put the video in. I might have already done that, or I'll do it right now, but I don't know because I haven't edited yet. Anyways,
I love you so much. You make me laugh.
Well, I'm learning lessons, right? Because we'll sit there and say, I'll put in a picture, and then like 5 seconds later, or 20 seconds, you know, or it might have already happened.
Did you notice on the podcast planner, I put in a column for like picture yes or no, so that we could just go through like pictures, so you know where to insert. Because it's hard.
I love you, my boss lady, organizer. You're Thank you.
I just wanted to be able to be sure when you said, are we putting a picture here? Yes, we are. Because it's in the notes.
Oh, man. Why didn't we think of that before?
We didn't. But we did now.
No, you did. You're so good. No, anyways, I am in that shop, so I've got the video. I got one of these.
Oh, it's so good. Can I hold it for you so you can talk about it?
I just had to. It's so beautiful. This bag.
Look at the inside, you guys. This woven. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I really like it.
Oh.
I might even like.
It could be a purse, legitimately.
It's so nice. Yeah, it's got. It's even got feet. So, yeah, it'll probably be a travel bag. And I got a sweater quantity. I'm getting better at that. Of Emma's Yarn, and they told me that their shop was the very first trunk show for Emma's Yarn. Those ladies in there are so nice, and they were having a class going on at the time. I don't remember what the class was about. They had support chickens that people did it up that were
the emotional support chickens.
Emotional support chickens, and they were needing names. Everywhere. So they had like a little contest going on for name the chicken.
Also, quick plug back to Advent Smalliday. So Emma's Yarn does the Smalliday boxes. You could probably get at Silver Threads and Golden Needles. Also, they have them at Skein Yarn Shop.
What do you think of this one?
When it was in the bag, I was like, oh my God. It's so... Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
I got you a present.
Oh my God. I love you anyway, but I was looking at, oh my God, you guys, look. Do you know what this is, though? This is one of those duets, right? Mm-hmm. Where it's the lace and the slub together. Oh my God, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my color.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought when I saw it, so I had to get that. And then I just got trying to build up a little bit of a stash, because sometimes I've got the one, you know, color I would like to, and then I'd really like to have mohair.
And you can't go wrong with like a very pale mohair.
Right. So yeah, that's what that was the fun I had there at the yarn shop. And we walked downtown. We walked down both. It's their little downtown there, and we stopped at a restaurant. We ate lunch and chatted with the locals, and everybody was super friendly. They were just super friendly everywhere, and it's just a beautiful little town. I was like, Micah, I could totally live here.
No, you can't.
I know.
I was like, no, you can't. There's some things I support you go do. I mean, move somewhere where I want to come visit. Actually, don't move anywhere.
But the thing is that I don't think it's easy to travel out of there. So if you're someone who likes to fly,
if you're a CEO of a company, and
right?
you need to get in and out, that's really not a good place.
No, it can't. He can't live there. But yeah, you got to drive a few hours to get to an airport if you live there.
I love it. I wanted to tell you Emma's yarn, the smaller day that I just mentioned, that's her advent. But it also got me thinking that I wanted to mention Angie's advent. So Pearls and Pines, our friend Angie at the Yarn Cabin, just posted on Instagram, I think yesterday, I don't even know, whatever, it's been a blur. But she has her advent up. It is limited quantities. I
didn't even see that.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I'm gonna have to go look.
Bridgerton themed.
Oh,
third season Bridgerton. And she does awesome extras. So it's going to be 10 minis and a full hank. It's going to be, I don't think I'm overstepping here, but I think she is going to do DK. And it will come with a coupon code for a Ravelry pattern designed by me, exclusive to her advent.
That's awesome, Jen.
Yeah, so I'm super excited. So go check it out. Bridgerton, Pearls and Pines. We'll have all the stuff down below. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this Amanda Sweet skein of mine that I've been talking about, this is Teddy Bear DK.
Oh, that's neat.
So this is the, isn't it awesome?
Squishy.
It's like boucle, right? It's making a comeback, man. Boucle was a thing back in the day. But anyways, this is the Teddy Bear DK is the base, and the color is Fiber Friends. And I don't think you'll find any on her website, although I think she's always open to doing special dyes and things for people. But I bought up 9 hanks of this because this is going to be the biggest, squishiest cardigan ever. It's the one I was talking about earlier. That's going to jump on my needles this weekend because I love it. So that's that. I also ordered this. Look at this sock set, you guys. Man. Can you deal?
I love that.
Can you even? It's 400 yards of yummy. It is 80% superwash merino.
What's the name of that? Because it reminds me of late summer.
This one is called Riverside. Oh, yeah. I just loved it. Look at this bit right here.
Yeah.
Speaks to my soul. Look at that. Yeah. I wonder why. Because it's close to this. Thank you. Okay, so that's what I purchased. And then Amanda sent us yummies. She was like, share with your friend Karina. So she sent us extras. So you may pick whichever one you would like.
I think you already know.
Yes? Did I get it right?
You got it right.
So look at this, you guys. Oh, I love this so much. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Nancy Knit Sip Happy Socks I just did. The Lake Ontario.
I love this.
But this is called Sticks and Stones.
The Tea Party.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Amanda.
Yes, thank you. So sweet.
Love your face.
Oh yeah, she's one of my favorites to watch.
I know.
And I'll turn that on when I'm babysitting my grandson, Adam. Adam will sit there and watch with me.
Because Amanda's awesome.
He likes all the music and the cooking, and he's drawn to that.
Yeah, she's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. And so if you guys don't watch Amanda of Sweet Skein of Mine, go to YouTube and look for Sweet Skein of Mine. And I love her format. So she does a vlog style where she does video logs of her life. And
I love that too. I know. Really and fun. I'm really in, the cooking and all that. I'm a baker, cooker. I have grown kids that I try to entice to come home by saying, Mom will cook the meal, and so.
And then this is for you also. I kept one. I didn't bring it with me, but it's at home, and I gave you the, it's two
awesome.
35 centimeter and one 60 centimeter, but I gave you the pink ones.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's so nice.
Thank you, Amanda.
Yeah.
All right.
We done?
I have one more acquisition.
Well, I was just gonna I only wanted to do was show this, that I got it at the Yarn Cabin here in Bemidji, our yarn shop, Angie's Yarn Shop. This is funny.
Smells like I need. Smells like I need. It's backwards for me, but not
to
for
buy
them.
more yarn.
There you go.
I showed that to my husband. He laughed. But
And
it does.
smells
But it smells
good.
wonderful.
What is the smell on the? I bought one the other night too. It's right up front on the bottom.
Oh, also it
Blood
says
orange.
also blood orange. But it smells super good.
I wanna
So
smell it.
I had to get that because I thought it was funny.
I got this one too. Cool. So my last purchase is from Jeannie of the Fiber Jeannie. And I didn't mention this before, but when we talked about the Up North Fiber Retreat, Jeannie has agreed to, she's going to come hang out with us and for the weekend and bring some of her amazing yarn and fiber. So it's going to be crinkly.
Ooh.
So I bought this one. I love it. I haven't opened it.
It's kind of got like a color theme going on here
This one is,
with your yarn.
I do. This one is called Honey's Got the Blues.
Hey, you're liking those like rusty yellows and stuff.
100%. Honey's Got the Blues was that one, but what I put the order in for
Ooh.
was this.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, it's so good. I want to cuddle it.
I know, you can. So this one is called Iris Glow, and the fiber content is icing, her base. And I got a couple of braids of it because I kind of want to like spin it to knit the Traveler Shawl by Andrea Mowry. So we'll see.
Oh, it's going to be fabulous.
And then, oh no, I ordered this one. It's Sundance Opal. I ordered this and this, and Jeannie sent me this as a nice. She's so fun. Her extras are extra too. I love it. Sorry for the crinkle. And then my last, I did a lot of community service. I really care.
So do I. We're good at that.
Okay. Skein Cocaine. Gina.
Oh.
Love her.
Mm-hmm.
Love her.
She's so funny.
Oh, she's hysterical. You guys, look at this.
That's incredible.
Look how big it is. It is 1,200 yards of DK. Turn it to the side and show them like the wind on that with the, oh my God, I can't. It doesn't know what it wants to be yet.
Oh.
It just doesn't. Does it want to, I think it wants to be a t-shirt.
Ooh, that would be wonderful. I think you
Right?
should do that.
I do too, but I can't find the right one. Maybe you should help me look. When we go to dinner, maybe we should find one.
Let's look. Yes.
Yeah. So, because honestly, I would jump this on the needles before this, because this is more of a fall. I could wear it like in the evenings too in the summer, but you guys, can you even deal with her? 1,200 yards of DK, amazing. And wait, there's more. She sent this dyed silk scarf with it, so it kind of matches.
Look at that.
She's truly amazing. Gina is
Wow.
Skein Cocaine. So,
Oh, it's so pretty.
her advent last year was absolute bananas. It was the David Bowie. And I don't know if it broke her, but she's not doing advents anymore. But
I know people talk about how hard advents are.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
But she did this one. She sent this for you, Karina.
That's so sweet.
Isn't it
I love
awesome?
this. This is a great pick-me-up. I'm telling you guys, it has been a hard last couple days. So, thank you so much. It was.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Thank you.
I love it. So that is all of the community service. Anything else that we want to chat it up about today?
No, I think we did good.
I do too. I'm starving too, so we got to kind of.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Please interact with us in the comments, you guys. We are loving it again. Like I said,
I
we're
love
starting,
those comments.
I know, they're
makes
so good.
makes my day. Get up.
I start my day with them.
I know. Look, get the coffee. Look at the comments, and
Yes.
just like, oh, I love this. So,
Yeah. and we're starting to know who you are. So keep it coming, interact with us. Go check out Up North Fiber Retreat. We would love to see some of you. Keep an eye out for registrations upcoming. And yeah, go buy the Bridgerton
Get
Advent.
ready for the cow.
Yes. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bring what makes you joy. I keep saying that. I keep saying bring what makes you joy. I did that last episode.
Okay.
It's not that. It's make what brings you joy.
We got it.
All right.
Bye.
Take two. Bye.